Hello, Leo. This is your love reading for the week of January 6th through the 13th, 2023. I have used the original Rider-Waite deck for your reading. And so to start off, Leo, we have two cards coming out for the 6th and the 7th. We have the Nine of Wands coming in with the Two of Cups. Now, I'm really feeling, Leo, like your energy is completely captivating, like really attracting a lot of different people. So you're like the center of attention, which is typical for Leos, really. And so I feel like with this Nine of Wands, you've really been through a lot, right? This is like your battle scars, right? And so you have your defenses up, and rightfully so. And so what I'm getting with this is that this is a couple of days to kind of weed the garden, so to speak. So when you think of weeding the garden with your plants, some of the plants that are growing in the garden in the springtime, they just soak up all the nutrients and then they don't show you any beauty, right? They're just taking all the nutrients from all of the other plants that really need it, that would really show you beauty, like your rose bush and all of the other things. Well, think of that in your love life. What are these potentials that are coming up for you? These potential suitors, right? They're coming forward and they're, maybe professing all of these feelings for you, but are they just consuming your time and really not giving back to you in terms of emotional stability, in terms of really fulfilling what you need and want out of a relationship? Or is it progressing at the level that you want it to progress at? So really remember that you need to start to weed out the garden a bit, narrow things down, make sure your time and energy is being put forward into the right endeavors, right? And with the right people, and make sure that those people are in alignment with what your bigger vision is, right? If they are meeting all of the expectations, they're checking all the boxes, that what you have for yourself in terms of your bigger vision when it comes to relationships. Also remember, in terms of weeding that garden, that beauty is in the eye of the beholder. Your person may not come in looking like Prince Charming. Your person may not come in checking all of those boxes in terms of physical attributes that you would want in a relationship, but are they checking all of the boxes that you need in terms of emotional stability and bringing all of those things that you want in terms of feeling secure and safe within a relationship? And are you able to let your guard down with that person? Because if those are still being met, well, then that attraction can still grow with that person. So just be mindful of that. That was a caution that was kind of coming in from Spirit with that this week. So the 8th and the 9th for you, Leo, we have the World card coming out with the Priestess. Again, with this full moon, we have everything coming full circle, so I'm not surprised, but coming out with that High Priestess, I feel as though there is a second wind, so to speak, coming in for you on the 8th and the 9th. So through this weekend here, really, and into Monday, really looking at, seeing potentials from the past kind of coming forward, right? We are in the midst of this Mercury retrograde, so I'm feeling though there could be someone coming from the past creeping up on you, and I feel like they could be initiating conversation with you. I do feel that they will be grasping at straws, right? Really trying to find a common ground with you on some level, trying to initiate a conversation with you where in the past they know, oh, this would have caused that person to laugh, or this would have made that person really happy if I brought this person that gift, or, like a coffee or some flowers, or, whatever that is, or cooked for that person or something like that. I feel like they're kind of grasping at straws because it's like this dawning of a new day with this High Priestess, right? You've leveled up and you are not who you used to be. And so what once used to really impress you is just not as impressive anymore, right? You're asking other people now to kind of rise up, rise to the occasion when it comes to impressing you or to meeting you at your level. So I feel this sense of you're just kind of like setting back, like, hey, you're gonna have to try harder. And so what you're craving when this high priestess is kind of showing up is, I just feel like you're craving this deeper connection. You want stimulating conversation. You don't want anything surface level. You want someone who's going to be able to uphold their end of the conversation throughout the whole night, and you want to be up all night talking, and no subject is taboo, like anything under the sun. You want to talk about weird stuff, you want to talk about aliens, you want to talk about anything, and you want this person to be there and be with it and not judge you, right? And so you're ready to like laugh all night long, have weird conversations, no topic off limits, and you're ready for this person to present themselves with real raw emotion because you're ready for that deeper spiritual connection. Nothing superficial is going to fly at this point with you. The 10th and 11th, I do see with the 8 of Wands that there could be some communication coming in for you. I feel like it's fast-moving energy, whether this is a back and forth text message, whether this is a conversation in person. I feel like this energy is really fiery. It could be a heated argument, right? Even if it is within a text exchange. So I feel like it's very passionate, which is kind of good because honestly, I feel like you're tired of the boring, mundane conversations, like the everyday back and forth, how's your day type of stuff, right? You almost feel, to me, Leo, like you are ready, like for anything to happen. Like you're on the edge of your seat ready to like pounce on this person, and not to like be within that conversation, be in that argument or take that argument to the next level, but just in this essence of I dare you, right? I just feel like you're in this energy of like, I dare you to ask me that, right? I dare you to do that, or, you know, I feel like you're just ready. And so with that, I hear the song, the lyrics to the song by Pink, Just Give Me a Reason. So I feel like you're having this desire to hang on to certain situations, even though they may be trying to fall away. And now remember, when things are going to start to fall away, we have to be willing to let them go in order to create space for something that is supposed to be there, right? So for something new to manifest itself into your reality, you have to let certain situations, people, places, things go so that new can show up for you, because without that space, they're occupying that space, even if it isn't making you happy, right? So we don't want to be holding on to things that are not fulfilling. So if this is meant to start to fall away, I want you to be real with yourself, get real honest with yourself. Is this helping me or hindering me? And ask yourself those things, and ask yourself, is this something that I want to hang on to? Is this a person that is meant to be in my life, and in what capacity? How does this serve me, right? And if it isn't serving you, well, then be willing to see how that served you in the past, and how you are then able to be at peace with letting that go, right? Every season in our life brings us different support people, right? We have people kind of going in and out of our lives throughout our whole life. And so that could just be that support person was there for you for that time, and that season has now come to an end, right? So be willing to see that for what it is. So moving into the 12th and the 13th, we have 9 of Swords, definitely in your head, anxious, up at night. Page of Swords, news coming in with the Lovers. Okay, so, you know, I feel like the 12th and the 13th for you, Leo, are going to be, with this, you know, 9 of Swords, I just feel that there's a situation that's arising where you're more apt to kind of make a mountain out of a molehill, right? Like you're seeing things, and your perspective of it is that it's much worse than it actually is, right? Sometimes our emotions can help to distort the situation, right? Or our past experiences, we filter things through our own experiences, and that can make it look a lot worse than it really is. So make sure that you're keeping your emotions in check and start to filter out from like what is actually happening, seeing things for exactly what it is, and then separating that from your feelings, right? So, I feel like with this news coming in, I feel that this is news you could be hearing from somebody that you thought that you had lost, right? A relinquished type of love where you had given up on that person, where you thought that you would not hear from them anymore. And that person, I feel, is someone that you even maybe put on a pedestal. And so I think that that's one of the reasons you potentially really get in your head about things and get anxious about things, right? Where you start to take things out of the situation and start to pick it apart, so to speak. You start to really analyze everything because this is so important to you. Now, I feel like this could even be somebody at work, because I am feeling, and it's kind of off topic, even though this is a love reading, is that you could hear from someone in regards to a job opportunity this week. So just feeling that out, it could be somebody at work. But, with this, it's something to be mindful of and moving forward that, when we are working with people that we feel so much emotion about, it's about taking a step back from that situation in order to gain a different perspective on that. Because sometimes when we are distorting some of those things, it's because we're very close to that situation. And so I think that that's really there's a lot of passion here with this. And so you're getting caught up in the emotion of that. And so just when you need to, take a break. Okay? And then overall advice for you, Leo, is the Star card, beautiful card, coming in with the Seven of Swords. Now, with this, the advice from Spirit is really just to practice what you preach, right? If you're wanting honesty out of a relationship, give honesty. And so this is about being genuine to who you are at your core, right? So I feel this is something that where you have to kind of ask yourself, is what I'm doing in alignment with my hopes and dreams? Because when we look at the Star card, that's our hopes, our dreams, our vision for ourselves, for our life, for our relationship, right? So are you lying to yourself on some level? When we look at that Swords, right? This is someone who is kind of sneaky. So, are you, lying to yourself about the ability to trust the person that you're interested in? Are you lying to yourself about where you're looking for love at? Are you looking for love in all of the wrong places, right? Is the person that you're interested in being sneaky? Is this person actually married, right? And I think that, you have a lot to lose in terms of investing your heart and emotions and being vulnerable with somebody who is not able to be what you need and want. And so I think that the most important advice here for you, Leo, would be to use your logic in those times. Use your head over your heart. And so use your logic over your emotions in those times. And as always, trust your intuition. So if your gut is telling you there's something off about this situation, there is probably something off. And your intuition will always trump what anybody else says. So, but if you're in need of a reading to kind of get some clarity around a situation, I'd love to be able to do that for you. You can book a session with me at the square site pinned in the description box below here on YouTube, or at the top of the page on my Facebook, Enchanted Emerald, or you can simply email me enchantedemeraldny@gmail.com. And I am so grateful for you to have listened to this reading today, and I will be back with another read for you guys again soon. Thank you so much. Take care.